Hello Paisanos, it's Ian63 and I finally finished playing Bubsy 4D and stuff. And this was such an amazing 3D platforming video game from start to finish, and I overall had a very fun time and stuff, and yeah. So overall, it didn't take me that long, thankfully. It took me around like 10/11 hours and stuff. And I think that's a fair amount of length, honestly. It's been a while since I really did a 3D platforming video game, so it was going to take a while for me, but I was able to thankfully adjust the controls and was able to play really dang well, honestly, and yeah, pretty much. So here's all the screenshots of the ending I took and stuff, and yeah. And of course, like always, I'm going to be explaining it with my own, let's play gameplay footage and stuff. Before I do, I also want to look at, the launch trailer and stuff. The launch trailer obviously has, has the obvious, Bubsy, yeah, Bubsy 40.
Available now. That's right. I'm officially your problem again.
I just love this trailer and stuff. And yes, I am going to get I think this is also on the Switch too and stuff. I will be getting the physical copies and stuff. And yeah, but probably next month and stuff. And yeah, pretty much. But yeah, now that I got Bubsy, anyways, yeah. But the Bubsy 40 trailer was launched. But let's go ahead and start, reviewing the game now. So obviously from my Let's Play game footage and stuff that you see here and stuff, Bubsy 40 Part 1. So let's go ahead. I obviously love this Atari. I hope you guys make a new home console one day. And of course, Fabris, the same guy who did Demon Tides, and yeah.
Is that my old camcorder? Where'd you find that?
Probably from an archaeological dig site.
Hey, I'm not that old.
Yeah, I just saw this opening cutscene. I mean, I wouldn't say 30 years is old, though, for you, Bubsy.
Have you ever worn that before?
Oh, brilliant idea, twerp.
Oh boy.
How about that? I bet no one's gonna call me old.
Yep,
now.
sure thing, Bubsy.
What do we do?
The Woolies are back.
Well, that was weird.
We're back live. Hey, cheese.
Oh, they're back! Ouch! I really should start locking my door at this rate.
Who's back? The Woolies again?
And yeah, the Woolies are back. They take our sheep and stuff, and yeah, and now Bubsy and his friends have to stop them and get their Woolies back. Sorry, the Woolies take our, pets, I believe, and we accidentally get sucked in between them, and now we have to, get back to our homeworld and save the stuff. And yeah, anyways, after that we go through the tutorial stage and stuff, and yeah. And the Bubsy theme song plays, well, the Super Nintendo version of this song plays, and yeah. But yeah, I can't believe we're living in a time where Bubsy is getting, redemption now. But yeah, after we go through the tutorial stage and stuff, and of course we learn all of our moves, our mechanics, our controls, and yeah, it took me some while, but I was able to pretty much adjust to it.
Yo, am I coming through to you?
Yeah, and that's the first boss fight.
Bubsy, you must have heard of me.
I like her. What do we do now, Uncle?
Oh yeah, and apparently now Bubsy is an uncle now.
Could call it a day and head back. We're landing on her planet.
And yeah, and that was part 1 of Bubsy 4D. So far an amazing, just strong start, and yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna now, alright, so anyways, that was part 1 of Bubsy 4D. Now moving on to part 2 and stuff. Alright, so now part 2 and stuff, here we go. So we finally go to the first world, we land on this planet, and now we start with our adventure and journey and stuff. And yeah, so far this world 1 is already amazing, I'm just loving it and stuff. And yeah, it's teaching us everything about the mechanics in a very well done way. And you know, it just feels great, honestly. And yeah, I just absolutely enjoy it. And of course there is a shop also, but I didn't really necessarily need this shop, honestly, and stuff, since I thought the game was already... Oh yeah, I also love when we pause, he does this. But yeah.
Don't you dare touch me with those dirty fingers.
But yeah. But anyways, that was part 2 of Bubsy 4D and stuff. So now moving on to, you know, part 3 of Bubsy 4D and stuff. Anyways, we're still technically in World 1 and stuff, learning some new gimmicks and stuff, and so far it's just great. I've just been enjoying it. And yeah, going through this town and stuff, and yeah, pretty much. And that was it. And yeah, and that was part 3. Oh yeah, there's also a shop, but I didn't really need to go to the shop since I think I was already fine with my already, like, you know, great moveset, and yeah. And now moving on to part 4 and stuff. And yeah, I really like this music, honestly, but yeah. It definitely really does fit with the Bubsy aesthetic. But yeah. Anyways, after going through there and stuff. And then finally we make it to the goal and stuff, and yeah, pretty much.
Why? Is it snack time? Oh, this game's a real grueler for you, huh?
I'll tell you, I didn't think you would actually, like, break the fourth wall there. But yeah, anyways, that was part 4, and now moving on to part 5. So now, moving on to part 5 of Bubsy 4D and stuff. Still back in the city and stuff in World 1. And now we make it to the first boss fight of World 1. And let me tell you, man, like, this boss fight, holy hell. For being a first one, this really gave me a lot of trouble. Like, these sections I don't have a problem with. But the sections where you have to chase this bitch and stuff, I just hated that so damn much, man. Like, it wasn't fun. Like, it was absolutely getting very damn annoying, honestly. But finally, I you know, took care of this bitch. Yeah, die, bitch. Thank goodness. This really grind my gears, man. Like, it wasn't really bad, but it was just so annoying. But we did it, as we can tell from this achievement right here. And that was it. And also, Bolivia doesn't pronounce our name right. And now we deal with our second boss fight that we're going to deal with and stuff, and yeah. And yeah, that was part 5 of Bubsy 4D and stuff. And pretty much, yeah. So now moving on to part 6 of Bubsy 4D and stuff. And yeah, now we move on to World 2, which is the, like, whatever this world is. A snow world or something? I'm not sure what it is. I'm pretty much sure. But I really like how unique all of these worlds are, honestly, from 1, 2, and 3, honestly. But I'll get talking to World 3 when we make it there. But World 2, I really like how unique this is. Like, it feels like either like a clay, a scissor, or just a notepad. But then it turns into a snow area. Like, the level of creativity this game has is just very amazing and stuff. And yeah. So after that, that's part 6 of Bubsy 4D. Moving on to part 7. And yeah, we go through more of World 2 and stuff, yada yada yada. And yeah, that's basically it. That session did really annoy me though, but yeah, but this stage was really fun. I really enjoy it. Yeah, but this is where it turns into some glue snow world and stuff, or some cloud world. Again, I don't know what this world is supposed to be, but whatever it is, it looks really nice though. And very creative. It really fits that, you know, PS2 odd era. And yeah. And that was part 7.
You're pausing the game now? Why? Is it
Probably not. And now part 8. And part 8 of Bubsy 4D and stuff. And here we are. We're still in more stage and stuff. In the snow area, I think. Again, I don't know what this world is supposed to be. But here's the second boss fight we were about to fight and stuff. And yeah. And ironically, this boss fight was much more easier compared to the last one. Yeah, just a massive, like, difficulty, like, imbalance there. Bam. You see, that boss fight wasn't so hard, man. I think it's because there was no running involved. That's why. But I'm thankful we were able to beat that boss.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, you and me both, man. But this guy kind of has some style, though. I know Dante from Devil May Cry will love this guy.
Very cool. I shall keep this brief for you mechanic rule.
And I just love how Bubsy breaks the fourth wall here. And yeah. Alright, well that was part 8 of Bubsy 4D and stuff. Now moving on to part 9. And now, we are now to World 3. And once again, it's another world I can't really tell what this is supposed to be. Like a sewer, a toxic wasteland, a facility. But then the World 3 turns into something else. Like, that's one thing I've been loving about this game, honestly. Like, I love how each world has been so damn odd, absurd, and just so creative, honestly. It really helps it, like, to really stand out. Just, like, what's going on in this game. It really makes you want to wonder. But yeah. And also, I did kind of cheat in this game where I had to put on invincibility mode. But look, man, that platforming section of this stage was just... Oh my god, too freaking much for me, man. Like, it was really, like, grinding my gears. But yeah. But anyways, that was Bubsy 4D Part 9 and stuff. Now moving on to Bubsy 4D Part 10. And yeah. So now, in the same stage and stuff, still doing this platforming challenge. And yeah. And now this is where we enter into some water world. Again, I have no clue what this world's supposed to be. But I love how very odd and just bizarre this is. And now we move on to the last 2 stages and stuff. And I really like the music. It sounds very intense, hype, and just upbeat. And it just feels like a perfect, just ready to go to the final boss, ready to end this adventure. And yeah. It definitely gave me enough motivation I needed. And I really love this stage's pacing, honestly. It just feels perfectly paced out. Nothing ever feels like it's repeating itself. Or feels like it's either too short or too long. It's the perfect amount of length to it. It's like a good, like, you know, a tasty sandwich. Which is what I can bestly describe this game. But yeah, and that was part 10. Moving on to part 11 stuff. Finally, part 11 and stuff. Well, this is not the final part and stuff, but... What could possibly go wrong, he says. And yeah. And this is the final stage, and I'm going to be honest, it wasn't really all that bad, honestly. I did die a couple of times, but honestly, once I got the hang of it, once I was finally able to understand how this stage works and stuff, I don't think it really wasn't as bad, honestly. And I was definitely to really get through this, honestly, perfectly fine. So yeah. Maybe this gimmick was kind of annoying, but it was kind of used in a very clever way and stuff. And then ending it off with a bouncing rolling speed and stuff. It really was making the stage really fun. And I really also like the stage's pacing. Like, honestly, that's the thing I've been loving about this game's pacing. Yeah, I did sort of cheat. I did have the invincibility mode, but look, man, I didn't want to die over and over again, okay? And yeah. But yeah. And that was the final stage of Bubsy 4D. And yeah. So yeah, that was part 11. And now the final part of Bubsy 4D. Here we go and stuff. The final part 12 and stuff. And here we go. Of course, I did play the intro again and stuff. And yeah. And here's the final boss and stuff. And but yeah, pretty much. Anyways, but yeah. But now as we're in the stage and stuff, after talking with those people, we're about to make it to the final boss of this video game once and for all.
Welcome to my laboratory, filthy creature.
Yeah, welcome, indeed.
Are you ready to be upgraded to greatness? Upgraded? Oh, no, you don't. I'm not interested in becoming a bad Bubsy.
Or what he's trying to say, he doesn't want to be AI generated. And honestly, good. I hate AI as well. So let's beat this piece of crap up and stuff, and yeah. Dante, Devil May Cry wannabe, and yeah. But yeah, anyways, the final battle begins, and here we are. And I gotta say, honestly, this was such a really fun boss fight, honestly. It was really fun to dodge all this and do it with style and stuff, and yeah.
Someone like you.
And finally, we defeat him for good.
Impossible. How can someone like you beat me? Bleeds me. I hate you so much.
And they die also. Yeah, indeed. What a bunch of weirdos, indeed. And finally, Bubsy 4D is finally now finished. And the 2 achievements I got here, finally. Beat the game, no more beats, and that was it. Really love how this was 3 worlds, you know, and yeah, it was just really damn short. But yeah, that was Bubsy 4D. An amazing video game, had a lot of fun with it, and yeah. And, yeah, beat all World 3. And now that we're back, and finally, we have got all of our, belongings back. We return back to our home planet, our world, and escape whatever that space area was. And, yeah. And Bubsy. Yeah, me too, man. Like, I'm exhausted playing your damn game. And Bolivia finally pronounces it correctly.
You did well, Bubsy.
Thank you. Yeah, that's Bubsy. Just a catty. And that's Bubsy 4D. What could possibly go right? But yeah, thank you Fabraz, Atari, and the rest of the team who did this, video game. Honestly, it was just amazing, honestly. I really had a lot of fun with this. But yeah, that was it and stuff, and yeah, overall, a really fun video game. I enjoyed it and stuff, and yeah. And yeah, that was Bubsy 4D. Amazing video game, I definitely loved it, and I had a lot of fun with it. And yep, and finally we're about to quit the game and stuff. And yeah. And farewell, Bubsy 4D. That was Bubsy 4D, and yeah. So overall, that was all the parts and stuff. We're gonna close out part 12 and stuff, and yeah. And yeah, that was Bubsy 4D overall. I definitely overall had a really fun time with this video game, and yeah, pretty much, and yeah. So now that we're finally finished with Bubsy 4D, my final send-off farewell thoughts overall, well, I already said them, in my review. But my final thoughts is definitely Bubsy 4D was such an amazing, fun 3D platforming video game from start to finish. as I loved everything about the video game, you know, from the gorgeous graphics, the rocking music, the comedy, funny story / lore to follow, and of course the amazing, smooth, fun gameplay, the unique creative level design, and the fresh mechanics, and overall just the game having so much soul, heart, and color, and just love put into it. And yeah, it's crazy to think after finally, like, 1996 to 2026, so that's 30 years. 30 years later, Bubsy is finally getting the redemption this guy deserves. And honestly, I could have really been more happy now. It's crazy to think if you show this back in the 90s to a 1990s kid, they would be screaming at you and saying you're crazy. But here we are in 2020s now. Anything can just possibly happen. And Bubsy is just back now, baby. So yeah, now with Bubsy finally back, it's crazy to see that, but yeah. So anyways, yeah, but that's overall my review on Bubsy 4D. Oh yeah, one last thing. It's good, Bubsy, that you're finally having a redemption arc, and finally now you can be considered with the cool video game characters on there with Mario and Sonic. So yeah, congratulations, Bubsy. You deserve it, my man. And yeah. But now that I'm finally done with Bubsy 4D, that's overall my review on it. That's my adventure I had with Bubsy 4D and stuff, and yeah. But overall, yep, that was overall my review on Bubsy 4D. Thank you guys so much for watching my review on this game and stuff. It was overall fun from start to finish. And yeah. But anyways, this is East3 saying one final goodbye and farewell, Bubsy 4D. Thank you guys for watching my, of course, Let's Play series on it on YouTube. And yeah. Farewell, Bubsy 4D. Thank you for the 10 out of 10 memories. And yeah. Farewell, Bubsy 4D.